2 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna get started. Send the link out, invite your friends, invite your family. Let's get it. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Missed you guys too. We haven't done one of these in what feels like forever. Need to do these more often. Real shit.
Oh, there we go. I'm like, why does it keep muting me? Mm-mm. So the benefits of having a lifetime membership, Deidre, eventually, I don't know when we're going to do it, but lifetime members will get access to the indicator. You don't have to pay a subscription anymore. That's it for right now. Court, you have any other benefits of there being a someone getting a lifetime membership
A
as of right?
lifetime to the indicator or a lifetime to the group?
Lifetime to the group.
Oh, you get access to us forever. I don't plan on going anywhere. Kendra, you plan on quitting or getting fired? Well, I can't fire
No,
you.
we
You
already had
are
that conversation.
unfireable now. Bullshit. I see you. But yeah,
Mhm.
our analysts and everything else, the indicator will be part of it. And this indicator is actually the first indicator that we're doing. I'm still working on a boxy box indicator that you guys will get access to, and we'll start offering packages there. The only thing about the yes, pre-existing lifetime members will also get the indicators. Um, the only thing about the indicators is that it's hard for me to tack it on, like
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
using the WAP platform. If you purchased the lifetime at a discount, I think some of you got in for like 75% off, things like that, just for the love. So, but we'll figure it out. There's always a way. There's always a way. We're always trying to figure out ways to add and bring additional value. Lifetime members also get a discount when we do live classes and seminars, and things of that nature as well. So that's one of the big benefits of it also. And then, the 24/7 support, things of that nature as well. Good questions. Good questions.
There we go.
So let's see. So we'll be getting started here. What's up? Somebody says I already bought the indicator. Let me see. Talk to me. Let me put a one in the chat if you've already purchased the indicator or if you tried the indicator. Who has the indicator? One in the chats, one in the chats. Gang, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of people. We are moving. We are an army, a militia, a militia.
You said a militia. It is. Wow. So many people got it.
Somebody said they have it. They waiting for tonight's training and a lifetime. Thank you for showing love. I appreciate you guys joining us on this journey and getting our first indicator with us. Now we have all the ones. We see everybody that's purchased it. Now talk to me. Give me a two in the chat if you have had a winning trade with the indicator. I've been seeing a lot of those twos, 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 twos up here for me too. As you guys have noticed, I got real
Okay.
quiet. I had to run up had to run up a bag in the background. Had some things, we had some bills in the Big's house. I've kind of been trading
Over
solo
4K. Wow.
over 4K with the indicator. That man is on the verge of being a full-time trader and doing this for life. He's been locked in. I see the work, bro. I see the growth. I see it. I see it. Congratulations. Anyone else? Has anybody had trouble with the indicator? I know some of you guys were saying that, we you need a little bit more help putting it on your charts. Oftentimes, too, guys, if you're able, when you see the indicator is in your invite only section of your trading view, what you should do is just close app or refresh. Oftentimes, that'll place it on your chart and things of that nature. I know a lot of you guys are also using it in conjunction with other indicators that you prefer and things of that nature. So
Well,
I'm
Miss Mermaid says she just purchased it. You know, she's about to be a millionaire
I
because
see it every morning. She
that's
starts at
crazy
about
about
6 a.m.
it.
Sometimes we roll out of bed and we see it like, damn, yo, she ran up a bag. We see it with L. L is a beast as well.
Hmm.
Um, our analysts, there's so many of you guys. Laurencia, I don't even remember Laurencia's name in the group. I know her from high school. She's getting better and better as a trader. But we'll see. Let's get into our slideshow. We can get started now.
Okie dokie.
Shout out to 100 or so of you that came on time.
Okay. Okay, so
Everybody give Kendra a fire emoji for putting together tonight's class and slideshow. She gets better and better. When I
wow.
first started working with Kendra, I couldn't pay her enough to get up here and go live and to do one of these classes. So in the backdrop, she's been working on compiling or composing lesson plans ahead of the mentorship. And if you are in the mentorship, these are some of the things you guys will learn as well. I'm going to show you guys how to not only make money and become the best traders you can be, but you guys are going to be working with us closely as well in perpetuity after the mentorship, and we're going to help you guys and show you guys how to actually teach the markets. I won't name too many names, but there's a lot of people in this space that I've worked with that I taught how to teach the markets, and they've gone on to do incredible things. Some have started their own communities. God bless them. They're doing great. Some just struggle to let go. They don't want to stop working with us. They mad as fuck at us for everything that we do thereafter. Um, it's part of the game. I'm sure somebody on this call one day will go on, do their own thing, and then go on the internet and say, fuck Court and Kendra. But we still love you. We're not mad at you. It's part of the game.
It
Sometimes you
is.
gotta go do your own thing, yo. Um,
Mhm.
but it is what it is. So tonight, Kendra, can we zoom in on your slideshow?
Okay,
Go
so
slideshow
that's
on them. Tonight,
hold on.
we're going to talk about unlocking consistency with the indicator. We'll talk about some things that we're going to go over as we go deeper into the class. We're going to go over some keywords and abbreviations and the tools that you need to get started. And really, all you need to get started is a trading view and then indicator access. I want you guys to stick around and hold your questions to the end. I also want you to stick around because we have a very special offer for you guys at the end, also. Something that's going to
Here.
help you guys. I'm going to show you guys some really cool stuff as well. Um, Kendra, run the play, yo. Go over your slideshow.
Okay, okay, okay. Oops. Hold on, hold on. All right, guys. So we're here to talk about our amazing indicator, okie dokie. And our indicator is for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, if you're a swing trader, scalper, day trader, Forex, futures, options, anybody can use our indicator, okay? But you do got to have trading view. Our indicator is not compatible with TOS. TOS does not allow third-party scripts. So unfortunately, we more than likely are not going to be able to get the indicator for you guys if you have TOS. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get TradingView, but it's not that deep. I know you guys love TOS. You can still do it side by side, chart or chart using TOS for whatever you use it for, and then TradingView side by side. So, yep. How to get the indicator. I'll probably we'll wait till the end to drop links in the chat because we have a special code for you guys. We're going to do a promotion tonight if you don't have the indicator and for some of our other, our other subscriptions. We're going to give you guys a coupon code at the end. So let's wait till the end for that. Okay, so what is the Mogul Golden Algo Indicator, right? It's a confluence system that was built basically, oh shoot, hold on. My thing went away. Built to identify low risk, high reward trades, right? We like to make it easy. I don't like complicated trading. I know that for some reason, as traders, we feel like we need to know everything. I'm sure you guys have tried a bajillion different strategies, watched a bunch of different YouTube videos, have like all these different trading gurus, and it's just too much stuff. When you're following and doing too many things, it's just going to make this so much more complicated and harder. And our indicator makes it really simple for you guys. So basically, our indicator combines smart money concepts and momentum and volume, right? So we're going to go over what the CHOCH, the BOS, the EQH, EQL, those things. I'm sure you guys have been seeing those on the chart. If you've already been using the indicator, we're going to go over what exactly those things mean. And they work, it works well on every time frame. If you're a day trader, though, my personal preference is going to be the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15, and no higher than the hour. Okay. So basically, the components of the indicator, right? So we break down, right? We have buy and long, short alerts, right? So with our alerts, you see on the chart, if you've already been playing with it or experimented with it, as you know, you guys gave a bunch of ones, so I know you guys have already seen it. We have buy long signals that pop up and sell short, sell short signals, right? Then you'll see the COH, the change of channel or change of character, right? We have the BOS, the breakup structure, and the volume in the EMA zones. Okay, so when we see CHOCH, it marks a potential reversal on the chart. I'm going to go over some examples on TradingView after we get through a few more of these slides and show you guys exactly different areas. I'm going to go back to Friday because there was a lot of really great examples and show you where the potential reversals were. The BOS confirms our trend continuation. I like the BOS because let's say we got into a trade on SPX or SPY, and we see that we're still bullish, and we kind of are pretty confident using other confluences that we're going to continue to keep going up. So when there's a BOS, you could take profit there, or you can add to your position. That's what I personally have been doing, and it's been working really well for me. And you can use both of those as, again, as entry and exit points. So you can cut your trades there, and you and hold runners, or you can exit when those things pop up on the chart. So breakup structure. It happens when price breaks at a recent swing high or low that's defined by market structure. It confirms that our trend is continuing, right? In an uptrend, a BOS is when the price breaks the most recent higher high. In a downtrend, a BOS is when the price breaks the most recent lower low. And again, it's just more confirmation of the direction, right? COH, change of character or change of channel, right? It signals a trend reversal. So the first break in the market structure against the trend. Okay, think of it as the market changing its mind, right? Okay, so when you see that, right, and you're in a trade, you probably should take profit there. If you're in a trade or know that, okay, things might be, changing here, or you can use it as, okay, I could potentially get a new entry in the other direction. So in an uptrend, CHOCH occurs when the price breaks a previous higher low, suggesting a potential bearish reversal. And in a downtrend, it occurs when price breaks a previous lower high, suggesting a potential bullish reversal. Okay, so together in trading, right here we kind of have like an example of what it looks like, right? We have the continuation. I'm sure you guys have seen this on the chart, right? For the breakup structure, and same thing with CHOCH. So I think, yeah, now I'm going to switch. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to open TradingView and give you guys some examples. 1 second. I'm going to go to US 30 looks nice. I'm going to go to SPY for you guys. Give me 1 second so I can pull up my TradingView. SPY. Okay. Share. SPY. Okay. So here we have SPY on the 5 minute. You guys see that? We have Friday. So One thing I want for you guys to know that this is no different than if it was any regular day. We know not to we know not to jump into a trade when the market first opens, right? We got to give the market a second to, as I would say, calibrate. Unless you got fast fingers like LB, like, and you just begin
Yo, she be
it.
going in. Yo, I saw it's funny. Her end of her yo, L had a trade. I think it was 6 minutes into open on Friday. She sniped something.
Hmm.
Be Nice is really good with it as well. Like
Yes,
in
he
that
is.
move at the open.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys.
I think if you're going to do that, I would say this. If you're going to do that at the open, look at ES, right? Look at NQ, see what's been happening with futures, and that can potentially give you some like more confidence in the direction that we're going, right? But things again could change. So here at 9:30 on Friday, we initially got a sell short signal, but it was the first 5 minute candle of the day. We can't use that for confirmation. So we waited. You could wait until the 5 minute, right? The buy long signal came. Here's the thing. You still have to, right? I know some of you guys are beginner traders, some of you are intermediate, but you still have to have an idea, a basic understanding of charting when you use the indicator. I would say that you shouldn't not know anything. I definitely believe you guys should invest in one-on-ones to still understand, candlestick patterns, all that stuff is still important. But we got a buy long signal here on SPY on Friday, and we still were able to make profit if you stayed in. It wasn't the best price action, but even with that, I still was able to, and because SPY and SPX, they mirror one another, I was able to still make good money on Friday on this trade right here. It was the same on SPX, but the big money came from the afternoon move. When we got the sell short. So Friday 620? No, that was last week, right?
No, I
Was
think
quad reaching last week? That was last week.
quad witching was the 20th, the previous
Okay.
week.
The previous week. Okay. Well, Friday we got this big dump. We got our sell short signal here at 145. When we went below VWAP, and you could have rolled this all the way down. And if you took the typical power hour move, although we didn't get a let me see something real quick. I was gonna say we didn't get a buy long signal. However, let me show you guys something. On this indicator, we have order blocks. And if you guys are familiar with order blocks and you guys know how to trade order blocks, this is also for me personally. If I wasn't using this indicator, confirmation that because we didn't break the order block, that we could potentially be running back up. And I would have taken this trade, even without the indicator. But yeah, either way, we got a sell short signal. So that was a good example. I want to show you guys IWM2 really quick before I pass it over to Court. Okay. And I believe from Friday. So using the indicator, my favorite time frames to use for day trades are going to be the 3 minute and the 5 minute for entries. So on IWM, let me see. We got a buy long signal around 10 o'clock, 9:57 on the 3 minute. When you go to different time frames, the buy long and sell shorts, they might be in alignment, they might not, right? So on the 3 minute, we got a buy long, and again, you could have rolled this up. Um, you would have had a slight pullback here, but if you still stayed in, you would have been fine. You could have added to your position here. We had a BOS, which was more confirmation that that we were moving upwards still, or there was potentially a continuation. And yeah, that's kind of just how it works. You see all these BOSs, they show you that we potentially are still pushing up. Court is going to go over EQH in a second
Yeah,
here.
I'll talk about those things with you guys here shortly.
Yeah, I was trying to find a good COCH.
Change the channel right there. It looks like it found support at the strong low.
Yeah, the strong low.
There, gal, you gap up, and then we got to change the channel.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we retested VWAP. VWAP is the lines with the crosses, guys, the white line.
Yes, and you can change this too. So on mine, a lot of times you guys see my screenshots and you can either just click it or you can go here into your settings and change it. I changed this to a line. You can make it whatever you want, but those little crosses were like messing with my eyes, so I changed it on my chart. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna pass it back over to the court and we'll do questions at the end.
Yes, yes. Let's go over it. And we'll keep it fun. We'll keep it quick. So, Kendra, can I see slide 8 on your screen? I don't know
Yes,
your screen
one
as
moment. So
well,
here you go.
so that they're able to follow along. So, just some other key terms and abbreviations I want you guys to kind of start to familiarize yourself with are some terms that are commonly used in smart money concepts. So, often what you guys will see abbreviated as SMC. These things are used to identify liquidity zones where price is likely to react. And here's what some of them mean. So when we see EQH, that's two or more swing highs that form at nearly the same level, i.e., resistance, right? And these suggest resting liquidity. And these often become a target for liquidity grabs before price reverses. Now, these could signal a potential short setup after the highs are swept. Now, why this is important is this because institutions, and remember, guys, most of the money in the market is not retail investors like myself or yourself. It's institutional money, your banks, insurance companies, your hedge funds, mutual funds, things of that nature, your whales, so to speak. And these are areas where these people and these institutions are on hunt for liquidity. So after you get a break of structure or a change of character, these things are good things to look for because they're oftentimes going to be confirmation for you to enter. And when we talk about equal lows or EQL, we're talking about IE areas of support. And these are two or more zones that are almost identical. Now, these, indicate liquidity buildup for long positions and stop losses. And this is oftentimes where retail traders will have their stop losses in place. And what you'll see oftentimes in your chart is that these levels will be swept. And these are areas where, institutions will look for large liquidity pools or grabs. This is where they take their money from oftentimes. Now, price may run below these lows to trigger stop losses. And then oftentimes what you're going to see at your EQL zone is a bullish reversal, a trigger for calls, an opportunity to get in something at a little bit cheaper premium even. And we'll look out for these and we'll talk about these together this week. What am I gonna be? I'm actually gonna be doing a lot. Yeah, I think I should be able to trade more this week. I'm trying to think of my schedule. Um, but in your chart, EQH appears as a near highs right before the sell short signals. So price runs to them, and then you guys get a drop or a reversal. And then when you see it appear right before a buy long signal, you'll see price sweep that level and then rise. Next slide, please, Kendra. So we're going to get better at and go over more how to use these buy zones and sell zones. And there's not going to be any substitute for practice, right? For experience. Can't really work our way around it. As Kendra mentioned, if you need help, grab an analyst, get a consultation, show up to these classes, review previous classes. We have almost about 15, 20 hours of previous classes that you guys can go over. That's also included in your membership. And then we're going to always stress risk management, waiting for confirmation after an alert. Next slide, please, Kendra. So what you guys often also see, Kendra, can we go back to your trading view and can you show me SPY on a 5 minute from Friday?
Sure. SPY, 5 minutes.
Let's see. Let's see. Go over. Trying to think what time. What time do we have a week high? We had a week high get tested around 12:30 p.m. on Friday.
There we go,
You
right
guys
there.
see that there? Week high. Then we started to sell off below VWAP. We got our sell short signal. And at that point, you would have been able to take SPY from 614 to 610 before it swept another area or a strong low and then reversed back up and gave us a buy long signal. But right after that buy long signal, we got an EQL right before we consolidated. So we got an EQL right after that buy long signal. We got one at, oh, that was after market closed. But just for the sake of science, we can see we got one at 5 o'clock. Then at 5:15, we got a break of structure. Then we got a sell short and the market is dropped. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if we break above this fair value gap here at the 614 level and then retest and break above that week high or that previous high from Friday, or if we drop back to that strong low and break that structure there and takes us down to about 609, 610, and we get a reversal. So we're going to play it by ear. We're going to use our indicator. We're going to communicate. We're going to work together. We're going to make some shit shake. But just for the sake of science, when we talk about a weak high, it's a high that is likely to be broken soon, whether that's after reversal and then a retest or even initially, and we'll look out for that. So this means that the market failed to create a lower low after forming, and it has an equal highs near it, which is liquidity buildup, or i.e., areas of resistance. And that shows sign of bullish pressure targeting stop losses above. And then we have a strong low. That is a low that is very likely to hold. It usually occurs after you have a higher high, and he shows strong bullish reactions or a demand zone, i.e., support. And the way our indicator works is that it's supported by confluence, such as fair value gaps. You can also go ahead and draw your own levels and support and resistance fibs, etc. Next slide, Kendra. So our white and red EMAs, they signal trend strength. They kind of let you know which direction the market is trending or where to look. Personally, I always use volume. If I had to choose any two things to trade with, I'm rocking with this indicator and volume. Indicator and volume. Volume is going to let me know what volume or buying pressure is. Volume is force. Volume is everything, especially in day trading. And I use it in conjunction with the indicator, as we can see Kendra does as well. And the indicator also tracks volume, such, i.e. your VWAP is there as well. And you can always look for an entry after a retest or an engulfing candle. And we'll go over that also. So just for the sake of science, I want you guys to be able to be well versed. I want us using every resource at our disposal. When we talk about consultations, once again, asking questions in the group. Um, we have people who have been trading for a long time and who are always willing to help outside of the analysts. The analysts are always willing to help as well. We alert, we signal, we teach, we do classes, mentorships, and now we've given you an indicator. We just want to continue to give value and kind of do things to assure that everyone has success. We went over a real trade example. Now, some of the frequently asked questions, we've had the indicator out for about 3 weeks now. One of the questions that I often get is, do you have to be a member to use the indicator? The answer is no. You can purchase the indicator independently, work it on your own. If you have a question about it, still feel free to ask us in the group. We're here to help. Does it just work on options or does it work with futures too? It does not just work with options. It's very good and very viable on futures as well. Sky uses it daily. We have other members who trade futures with it. These smart money concepts can be used to trade almost anything. Now, to install it on TradingView, after you purchase it on WAP, you want to sync your WAP with your TradingView account. Then you want to go to TradingView, your indicator section, and look at the invites only and apply it to your chart. If it does not pop up immediately, refresh the page or close your TradingView app, and you should be able to see it. If I can say there's one thing about it, and I get this question a lot too, some people will say they can't see the buy long and the sell short. Sorry, guys, you have to put your trading view in dark mode. The buy long letters are white. I could change them. I'm looking into it. I don't know what color. Maybe I'll do green on buy long and red on sell short. And this way you guys can stay with the white screen. Don't have to go dark mode. And I'll play around with that as well. Indicator, we're still working on it, still tweaking things. And we have some other ones coming out soon that you guys will be able to get, and we'll package them with lifetimes and everything else. We just want to give you guys tremendous value. Do not hesitate. We have support throughout the group, one-on-one calls as well. If anybody has any questions, sometimes it does take me a little bit to get back to people, but you can also always DM us. Just make sure that you're DMing the real us. Be careful out here. It gets spooky out here. Like you guys said, I got about 10 Kendras sending me messages on TikTok.
It is not me, guys, in the DMs, all
Be
that.
careful,
It's
guys. It
not
gets
me.
spooky
Make
out
sure
here.
you're talking to me. I'm not
I
trying to
think
get
we
any money.
had a week ago, somebody sent a fake Kendra was it $2,000 or more than that?
This lady got scammed for $2,000, guys. And she kept reaching out to me on all my different platforms. I'm like, who are you? She was like, make this right, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like so confused. So eventually she calls me on Instagram and she was like, look, this is what happened. I need you to make it right. And I explained to her. She sent me screenshots and like in the name, my name was wrote incorrectly on some website. And eventually I was being really nice and really patient and trying to help her. But don't give your money away to strangers on the internet. I felt really bad for her, but when she started being mean, I was like, yeah, I can't do this, but I wish you the best. But yeah, people are really out here scamming people out of their good money. Don't let people invest for you. I would just say that, unless you know that it's a financial, a licensed financial advisor. Well, I know me personally, I'm not a licensed financial investor. So when people come to me and they say, "Can you trade my money for me?" Legally, no, I cannot. I'm going to tell you no, right? Um, yeah, it's never me. And yeah, and your DMs on the Discord, unless you at me in the chat and I tell you I'm going to DM you, more than likely I am not DMing you first.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. So what we're gonna do here, guys. Well, actually, Kendra, do you want to provide them with a special code if they want to get the indicator now or try it out?
Yes. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys a promotion code for the indicator as well as our other memberships. I'm gonna drop it here in the chat with all the links. And the code is good until market open tomorrow. So if you guys want to try the indicator for 50% off, you can do that. Your first month of monthly membership, 50% off. Lifetime and annual memberships, 50% off. And yes, I know you guys keep asking about lifetime members getting access to the indicator as well. We're working on how we're going to do that.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop the recording here.